I never kickstarted anything. You know, I stopped kickstarting things because, and I did a topic about it a while ago. I stopped kickstarting things because everything I've kickstarted, except for ukulele, is now 2+ years late. Like Chasm, supposed to be out 2014, I think, is what they said they wanted it to be. Now it's like 2017, maybe it'll come out. There was another A Hat in Time, which is like a Banjo-Kazooie game, and is now going to be coming out potentially about the same time or later than Ukulele. That game is also 3 years late, and I don't have any problem with the games being late. I have a problem with you saying, as the Kickstarter, oh, we're going to be done in like a year, maybe two, and 3 years go by and there's still no talk of a release date. That's the problem I have with it. Don't have that problem with this game because it's awesome. And I would like to go back and play the other ones. There are 3 other games here. I'm like, I kind of would, but from what I understand, this is the mechanically best one, and it is the best looking one by far. It is gorgeous. This game is gorgeous. I love the art style for it. And the animation, it's incredible. I think like one person did this really too. Momodora is great. Period. Let's talk to Will. Let's talk to the harasser though, as the rest of this gameplay plays. Let's talk to the harassed. Let's learn what it's like to be on the other side. Get roasted. Yeah, Will, you should almost go back. It's like a 30-minute topic of me. I call games out of all the games I've kickstarted. I pull up my Kickstarter page and I'm like, this game, this is 3 years late. This is 4 years late. This is how many years late? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how late things are. I understand things get pushed back and all that. There's another game, Anne. It's like A period, N period, N period, E period, Anne. It's a Metroidvania game where you have this little spaceship man and you're just flying around in a spaceship, and then you leave the spaceship and you do Metroidvania stuff. That game looks awesome. It's also 3 years late. It's also expanded in scope. There's a bunch of other games that are the same story. Where are they? Why? Like, how? When you got $200,000 and now you hired a couple people, you expanded the scope of your game, but how did it happen? Like, I've made things. I've made things in Unity. I've made levels in Unreal. I've done all this stuff before. I understand that things can spiral out of control. But part of that is you spiraling the things out of control. If you just have a tight design like Momodora, it is exactly what it needs to be. It is a 4-hour game. He could have spent a couple more years on it and made it a 15-hour game, but why? You had what was here and it was done and it was fine. That's it. Like, you didn't need to add all these extra features. That's what it feels like happens to a lot of these indie games on Kickstarter. They just add so much stuff that they just get collapsed in on themselves. Or they didn't anticipate it to be so difficult, which I feel like is, you should have known. You should have known if you were making a game and you've been working on it in your spare time for 9 months, you should have known that, like, oh, if I go full-time on this game and I do a Kickstarter and whatever, how far I'm going to be. Within reason. Right? Because adding 2 years off your estimate means you're bad at time management or bad at scope and all this other stuff. There's a lot of project management that goes into that you messed up. Get roasted, Ben. No, my Discord channel exists. You know what? You know what, Discord? Here it is. Here's my Discord channel right now. Here it is. How do I invite people? How do I do this? I don't know how to do it. By clicking the share button when you're ready. Oh, here it is. Hidden, use copy button. Here. There. That's my Discord. I have a channel for general, and then I have cute cats and anime girls only channel, and then I have a feedback channel. And there's a voice channel, which you can be on the show. right now. You could potentially be on the show right now because I've done it before. Met some random person in the chat and started talking to them. That's how it works. Please scan link for virus, please. It's a Discord link. I just copied and pasted it. I'm not a Russian hacker. Or we're talking about Kickstarter. I'm gonna pull up my Kickstarter. No, I don't want to pull it up on this thing though. Okay. Oh, I have to log in. Where do we roast people? Oh, I'll add a roast channel. There. Well, I'm logging into Kickstarter so I can insult Kickstarter games. Do you mind, computer? Backed products. Oh, here you go. Estimated delivery, October 2013. That didn't happen. There you go. Chasm, May 2014. That Ant game, March 2014. Hat in Time, February 2014. You see this trend? You see this trend here of things not coming out? You see what I'm doing? You see this? We're gonna go July. La Mulana 2. La Mulana 2 is now 2 years late almost. Oh no, wait, that's December. Okay, that's fine. La Mulana 2 I'll wait for. The first one was phenomenal. Everything's late. Everything's late. All right. Go back to Momodora. There's too many things going on. It's out of control. You want me to roast anything else? What else don't I like? Oh, you know what I saw? There was this picture for Reese's peanut butter cups with Reese's Pieces inside the peanut butter cup, and I'm assuming that was real. I really hope it was real, and I want to buy all of those. I'm gonna buy so many of those. Oh my god, this is a receipt. That's actually a bank receipt. Holy shit, Reese's peanut butter cup with Reese's Pieces in it. Also, let's go back. We've been meaning to talk about this for a while. People who say Reese's Pieces are real people. How? How is that a real thing? How is any Reese's? Reese's. It says Reese. It's Reese's Pieces. You know how to fucking read? Who is Reese? Who is this Reese's person? Reese's Pieces. Like, Reese's? I just can't. I just can't with this. I know. You put them in the fridge. I think you're supposed to put a lot of things in the fridge. I put candy in the fridge because it's so hot here. If I leave it out on my shelf or something, it will get all melty and gross. So I can't. So if I want to eat candy, I have to take it out of the fridge and wait like 20-30 minutes. I have to basically thaw my candy before I can eat it. But sometimes I leave it out. I mean, you know, I'm an adult, so if I want to leave candy out on the shelf, I will. That's I mean, end of statement. I will leave the candy on the shelf if I want to. And I do have a lot of candy, but it's in the fridge because it like stays longer or something. I don't know. People, if it gets all melty and then if you put it in the fridge later, it's like it hardens into this weird shape that's not. I don't want that shape. I want the way the candy was intended to be shaped, like a weird dick, a weird phallic poop dick. That's what candy looks like, especially melty candy that you then put back in the fridge. Well, there was something else I was going to complain about. What was it? We could complain about Palmer Luckey being an idiot, because this guy, and not even to get political, but this guy doesn't wear shoes. Let me give you a situation here. You're going to the hospital. Let's say a relative is getting a surgery, right? And they're like, oh, I gotta have open heart surgery. And you're like, I'll be there to help you, you know, like solidarity, right? So you go to the hospital, and you're with your family member, and you're like holding their hand, and then the doctor comes in. The doctor says, hey, I'm gonna be your surgeon, right? And then you look down, and you're like, hey, surgeon man, why aren't you wearing shoes? And the surgeon says, I'm delightful. It's weird. Yay. No, surgeon, you put on some goddamn shoes. And that is how I feel about Palmer Luckey. Why the fuck aren't you wearing shoes? Anyone who willingly just doesn't wear shoes and is like, I'm eccentric. No, you're crazy. And now everything you do is suspect. Is chocolate candy better when it's roasted? No. Back to Palmer Luckey. Any profession wears shoes. And I was thinking about this. Even 20 BC, we were wearing shoes. Okay, Palmer Luckey? You're not Frodo Baggins. Put on some goddamn shoes. So I don't appreciate the no shoes. I don't like the no shoes. I think it's stupid. I think you're a dumb idiot for the no shoes. So, this fall from grace, however it happens, is totally cool with me. And I laugh at him. Ha ha, ha ha. But also, the more interesting part, there is the lawsuit with, I will make points, but I'm also doing other things right now. You will make points for the shoe thing. I'm not talking about at home. Alright? I'm not wearing shoes right now. Okay? Also not wearing pants. Is that true? But I'm at home wearing no shoes, right? Like, I don't go to work and take off my shoes and then say it's fun times with no shoes. You know, and that's the thing with the doctor. You're a doctor, you wear shoes. You wouldn't trust the doctor without shoes, would you? No. You wouldn't trust the scientist without shoes. You wouldn't trust the cab driver without shoes. I don't know how you'd see if he had shoes on, but you wouldn't trust him as much. That's the point I'm getting. Why don't you have shoes on, dude? Anime boss chick, why don't you have shoes on? It's completely insane. Now back to the lawsuit. The lawsuit against it's ZeniMax and Oculus, and there's some allegations there that Palmer Luckey is not the Wonderkin or whatever, and that John Carmack is kind of the, you know, he's responsible, and they stole a bunch of stuff from ZeniMax. That's the whole lawsuit. The John Carmack, you know, from id and Doom and all that, obviously super smart, very intelligent dude. Palmer Luckey comes out of nowhere and wears no shoes. If it comes out that not only did Palmer Luckey support some weird meme fringe movement against Hillary Clinton, which is weird, not only did he do that, but he also isn't the brainchild of Oculus. Oh man, what a delicious. Oh yeah, you got your comeuppance then. If that comes out as true, oh man. And you don't wear shoes because you're a fucking idiot? Love it. Love it. Why don't you wear shoes? I can't stand it. I don't care what he does. I don't care who he funds or what he funds. I'm more upset about the shoes. Way more upset about the shoes. Are you kidding? The shoes are awful. So awful. Put shoes on. What is your point for pro no shoe at work? Just fumbling and bumbling around. Does he go to trade shows with no shoes? Does he go and he's like, he has shoes on and then, oh, I only do this behind closed door demo. I gotta get comfortable. Let me take off my shoes. I don't want to see your gross feet. Okay? And as soon as you jumped up on that Time magazine picture, I knew you were a fucking moron. Because no one would agree to that except for a raging idiot. And I'm just trying so hard not to call him retarded because he's so fucking retarded. I hate it. Wear shoes. Just wear shoes, please. Just wear shoes. I can't take it with the no shoes. Just wear shoes, please, please. You're not normal. Like, if I were to tell you, there's a list of traits, right? And like, okay, hardworking, wears a fedora, just random things, you know, smokes pot, whatever, a bunch of random things. And I put doesn't wear shoes consistently when out in public. And then I gave you a bunch of things to associate those with. So like a hippie, a businessman, or a serial killer. The serial killer is the one you associate the no shoes with. Okay? Put on some goddamn shoes. A normal person, like this is, if you look up serial killers and it's like, here's some facts about, you know, what was it, John Wayne Gacy or whatever. And it's like, he did this, he did this, he did this. Oh, he also didn't wear shoes. I would not be surprised. But that is a psycho thing to do. That is a psycho thing to do. Just wear goddamn shoes. Oh, my internet cut out. Oh. Let me know if I'm back or if anything happened. Because, yeah, it doesn't look like... Hold on. No roast show. Oh, Palmer Luckey. I mean, just put on shoes. That really, this whole story and shit with him really brought to the forefront the no shoes thing. I forgot about it for a while. Name the top 5 most famous shoeless serial killers from history. Jack the Ripper, probably. And we don't know who he was, but I guarantee you he did some weird shit. I mean, on a list of things, wears no shoes, collects fingernail clippings. Like those are on the same list. The same list. Wear shoes. No, you don't have to wear shoes at home. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this is a guy who went on Time magazine and was like, yeah, I just don't wear shoes because I'm fun. You're not fun. You're not fun. I'm not enjoying the no shoes. Internet seems like it popped back. I'm not enjoying the no shoes. At all. At all. 100% no shoes. Or 100% shoes. Who was another, I don't even think I could name 5 serial killers, to tell the truth. The Zodiac Killer. Probably wears shoes. Ted Cruz. Does Ted Cruz wear shoes? That's a fun sentence. Does Ted Cruz wear shoes? What other, who else? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you said the clown from Stephen King's It didn't wear shoes. So they had to wear clown shoes. But that was just because he's a clown. If he didn't have to wear clown shoes, probably would run no shoes. Big old white painted feet. That's fucked up. That's not normal. You should wear shoes. I think we should start a Kickstarter to buy Palmer Luckey's shoes and bludgeon him, not to death, but just slightly with the shoes. Because you should wear shoes. For every day you didn't wear shoes, you'd be flogged with 1 shoe. I think that's going to be a lot of shoes. Does he drive with no shoes? I need to look into this more, but at the same time, I don't want to be more upset by it. By cruise shoes. I buy Ted Cruz Zodiac Killer shoes for Dem Blues on the Bayou's shoes. No, I don't buy shoes. Often. I don't oft buy shoe, but when I do, I wear them, Mr. Lucky. Also, not so lucky. Also, what kind of name is Palmer? This name is Mitt, like Mitt Romney. What name is Mitt? Is that short for something? Am I missing something here? Mitt is a name? Palmer? Arnold Palmer. That's a last name. It's a drink and a golfer. I don't. Palmer? And his name is Lucky with that extra E. I didn't even realize for a while. I don't like it.